Hi there, Jason Suddy. Today I have a fantastic topic for you today, and one that I think is often neglected. Seller mistakes. Everybody always focuses on the buyers, and rightfully so, but the fact is that everyone forgets about the seller, especially the first-time seller. This is a whole new process for some people, and they have no idea what to start or what to expect. So this video is for you, and this video is going to talk about some of the things you need to know when selling your property. So let's get into it. 7 seller mistakes. So what's number 1? This one's a classic. Overpricing. A lot of people have this grandiose vision of what they wish the price could be. Maybe their house is worth $550, but they think to themselves, oh, if we could get $650 for this place, man, would that be great. The problem is you've priced yourself out of the market. Potential buyers that would have looked at your house aren't going to look at your house. One of the big problems I see is that when you first sell a house, you want as much traffic as possible. Get as many potential buyers through your place, so hopefully you gather an offer. Everyone knows that the longer your house is on the market, the less potential buyers that come through and the less traffic you have. So make sure you price your home properly and get people's attraction level up and let them come in. There's a little sidebar on overpricing too. For those of you who've never been on MLS, there's a search criteria, and it's usually a price range, $425 to $450, $450, $475, so on and so forth. Well, if your house is actually worth, let's just say $449, and you list your house for $479, there might be a search criteria that you don't even get because they're not going that high. So the key is make sure you price your home properly right off the top. Number 2, being on the market too long. This could be one of the biggest mistakes, and this could end up costing you thousands of dollars if you're on the market too long. Every month you're on the market is another month you make a mortgage payment. But the other part about it is every month you're every day you're on the market, is there's going to be less and less and less traffic, less and less and less potential buyers. So if you have very little traffic and very little buyers, you're usually given one course of action: drop the price. You have to do something. You have to do something to get people in. Well, if all of a sudden you're dropping the price, now you're getting less. So you can see very quickly with the mortgage payments and price reductions, all of a sudden you've lost some money. So price your home properly and get off the market right away. Number 3, not staging. And this is really important. And I think it's something that's also often neglected. The fact of the matter is, whether you hire a professional stager or not, that's up to you and up to your realtor. But I think what's really important here is people don't take into consideration of making their house look ready to sell. Have the couches properly positioned. Get rid of the junk. You don't want the house to look cluttered. Don't have family pictures up there. One of the things that people want to be able to do is walk into your home and pretend that it's theirs. They want to get emotionally attached to it. Well, if it's your family picture on the wall, that's a little bit of a disconnect. So take those things down. Get a professional to help you out there. Number 4, assuming everyone is like you. So I think where this one's a real big mistake is with pets. Some people love their dogs. They think their dogs are the greatest thing. But if the potential buyer is not a dog person and they come into your home and Buster's whipping around their feet, it's going to turn them off. They're not going to be able to connect to the house. So don't assume everyone is like you, whatever those things you like are. Make sure the house is almost as neutral as possible so you can really bite with as many possible buyers. Number 5, be flexible. Let's be honest, this is a lesson to learn with any negotiation. We all want to pretend that we can play hardball and get exactly what we've come out for demands, but that's just not how it works. The fact of the matter is, if you're not willing to move on the price, if you're not willing to move on the closing date, or any of the other factors that go into a real estate transaction, you're going to either piss people off or you're going to scare them away. You need to be open-minded. You need to be able to give and take as far as some of the issues in a real estate transaction to make it work. The fact of the matter is if you were buying a house, you'd want the seller to be flexible too. So be flexible. Know what your values are. Don't drop your pants, but make sure that you're being flexible to what the demands and the position of the buyer is as well. Number 6, not being aware of the costs. For those of you that have seen some of my other videos, know that I harp on this. But part of the reason I harp on it is because most people don't take it into consideration. Now you're selling a home. The first cost that you have to pay for that you didn't pay for before is realtor fees. You need to take that into consideration. Too many people sit there and look at, if I sell my house for a certain amount of money, minus off my current mortgage, that's my down payment on my next place. Not the case. What about legal fees? What about property transfer tax? If If a couple of things I'm talking to you are way over your head, maybe you need to go back into my YouTube videos and check out my closing cost video, because that'll really help you out. But really be aware of what the costs are so you can be accurately prepared moving forward. Number 7, not using professionals. And I think this is to say about anything in life. Too many times I see people make the error of hiring a real estate agent, and not any real estate agent. The real estate agent fits their mom's, sister's, dog groomers, friends, whatever. The bottom line is this is a massive transaction. This is the biggest asset you will probably ever have. You need to hire a professional to sell it for you. So make sure you do your research, you interview a couple realtors, and hire a professional one. I'm a huge advocate of realtors. I think the real pros do a great job. They get their clients more money than anybody else, they get their houses off faster than anybody else, and they make the process more stress-free than anybody else. So make sure you're using a real professional realtor to help you sell your home. So what do you think? Did you learn something? Do you know somebody maybe in your life that's thinking about selling a home? Do you think they might have value in this? I'd love it to share it with them. Send it to them however you want. YouTube, Facebook,